Abbey Sanctuary for Women is a women's halfway house. This house holds 9 women, and it is a 12-step based program here. Your first 90 days, you do 90 meetings. You get a sponsor, you work your steps, you seek employment.
I'm here because I went to prison for 2 years and I didn't have anywhere to go, and I chose to go to a halfway house, and I went to a different halfway house and it wasn't a good one, so my parole officer brought me here.
The day I was gonna come here, I was gonna jump off a bridge because I didn't want to come here. I was doing drugs all the time and just living a crazy life, and my thoughts were wanting to hurt myself.
I know a lot of people that still did drugs at the halfway houses, you know what I mean? They were all not good ones, you know, but this one's way totally different.
I was very scared. I was very scared, and in fact, in the middle of the night, I went and called my mom and said, "Mom, you gotta get me out of here."
We help them if they need to get on food stamps, if they need medication. We help set them up with Magellan, or if they have insurance, I help them get a provider so that they can get back on their medication, because that's really important to kind of stable them out when they get here. A lot of them are off their meds, and you know, their medication can really help them.
It was great. I mean, I was welcomed here really good. I mean, all the girls were great. And anybody here we could talk to. I mean, it was nothing I expected. I expected it to be like, oh God, living with all these girls. But it was really actually, I love it here a lot. And everybody welcomed me really good.
Whether you're coming out of prison, whether you're coming out of rehab, that this is a really good place for them women. We care about women here. The owner of the place is here with open arms, and she cares for us like I would have to say a lot of other places don't. So for them women to be strong and not to give up hope, that, you know, there's always hope as long as they try.
One of the requirements for living here is that you either have to work, volunteer, or do a day treatment. What I do is I refer them out to either Teros or Friendship, or if they have a private insurance, they will go through their insurance. Or if they've just came out of detox, a lot of the detox centers have aftercare. So my goal is to get them into some sort of treatment, not just going to meetings, to get that relapse prevention.
As you start meeting the women, and then you start talking to them and finding out that they were scared when they came in too, and you sit and talk, and it just helps you soothe, and you start doing your chores, you start eating, and you just start to get to know anybody. Within a day, the next day, I was calling her saying, "No, I've met some good people here, and this I think is gonna work for me."
Since I've came to Abbey Sanctuary, life has been much better. I got a job with the help of Lori. She drove me around, but she helped me get a job, and now I'm working, and I feel a better sense about myself. I have more self-esteem, more self-worth. It's better because the girls here keep me sober. They keep me happy. If I'm having a down day, I can go to them and they'll cheer me right up.
Some of the women come in here and they've lost custody with their children. And I have went to court for them. I try to do whatever I can, if that means writing a letter, if that means going to court, whatever I can to help them. As long as I see that they're willing to help themselves and they're serious about their recovery, I will go to any lengths to do what I can to help them.
When Lori picked me up that day, I mean, she is one of the best people in the whole wide world. I mean, you don't even know. She has done so much for a lot of us here, and as much as we wanted, like, if we couldn't pay our rent or something, we eventually catch up on it. But she works with us, and she's helped us a whole bunch. And I mean, I really care about her a lot. She's probably one of the people that I would hate to ever have to leave here. If I ever left here, I would hate to even disappoint her in any way, because she's really, really helped us out, and she's a good person.
5 years down the road, I see myself in a beautiful house like this one, with all my children, holding a steady job, and having really good friends, and just being around my family.
I see myself with a job in social work. I went to college before, and that was my field. So that's what I want to go into. I want to have a house. Hopefully I'm married. I don't know about kids yet, but hopefully I'm married and I'm successful.
Hopefully like Lori. I mean, I know Lori's probably been through a whole bunch, and like she said, that you got to stick with it. If you really want this, it brings miracles, you know what I mean? Like, she has a nice house and good job and nice car and husband and kids. Hopefully, like, you know, settle down and with a whole different perspective of my life and never wanting to come back here. Not here, but back to the life that I was living, because it was horrible.
You know what? It's the whole reason why I got into opening up this halfway house. It's a beautiful thing to see people like Amy who have come in here and they are just at their bottom, and they're just so, the life is just sucked out of them. And then as you watch them grow, you know, and you start to see them turn their life around, it really makes you appreciate what you're doing here, and it really makes it worthwhile when you know that you're helping these women. And it just, you know, it just makes it all worth it.